Before I started working with you, I felt like I wasn't gaining strength and skill level for some of the things I wanted to do, like pull-ups or comprehension of the different exercises. I mean, I felt my whole life like I just couldn't figure out how to make my body do things I wanted it to do, is strength-wise. So if I would be in a sport or in a fitness facility, I would see people doing things I wanted to do at a level I wanted to get at, but I couldn't get that. And so I thought there must just be something with how I process the information. I had kind of given up until I met you. I felt like this is as good as it's gonna get, which is why I liked CrossFit, because there was somebody there kind of working you through the workouts and reminding you, do this way and do this way. But even in that matter, I was still missing so many of the cues and not gaining strength and ability to lift heavier weights or to do the movements more fluid, yes. First of all, I think the ability that you have to take time, like the one-on-one time, and understand where somebody's at physically, plus your education and your background in science, allows for you to look at some of my shortcomings that I might have, injuries, and then to know from an educated background and from an experienced background how far I can push, because I didn't know, like, if I push this far, am I gonna make it worse? It was nice to be able to trust somebody that like knew the specifics of me, and you're not gonna let me settle. And so if for some reason I skip part of my workout, you're gonna ask, like, why did you do that workout? How are you feeling today? What's your protein intake at? And so there's that accountability, but it comes from a place of caring and not a place of like, judgmentalism. You know, if someone doesn't take the time to know the person that they're working with and to know where they struggle in understanding things or where they are like exceptionally great at other things, but they're giving you all this advice and these things that you have to tick off at the end of the day, it can seem kind of cardboard-like you don't really know me. I think for me, that's why the one-on-one sessions are so important, because I could take the experiences I have from those sessions and from knowing that you know me, and then when I'm doing the other stuff on my own, I can incorporate that into it. I don't remember the exact moment, but I remember the change in mentality was when I first asked for your help, it was so I could learn to do a pull-up, because I could never do a pull-up and I was so singular focused. Like, I just want to get this one thing, right? And then I started working with you and I was gaining muscle and getting stronger in other areas I didn't know, and that I didn't know I needed it. And then I would go to CrossFit and all of a sudden, like, I was doing better in the classes. And I realized, like, I don't care if I ever do a pull-up in my life. What I care is that at my age of 41, I keep getting stronger as I age. So next year when I turn 42, I want to be stronger and more mobile than I am at 41. Not necessarily like putting up more pounds or increasing my weight, but being able to sustain your favorite saying, tension under pressure or something like that, over long periods of time, and being able to have the stamina and the capability to not only do things when I'm working out, but in real life. And that became more important to me. And I don't think I would have realized that had I not gone through this process with you. You were like, okay, you want to do a pull-up, but why? You know, what is that going to do for you? And I was like, well, I'll do a pull-up. And then I realized, no, what I really want is I just want to be a stronger woman and not a weaker woman as I get older. I don't have to apologize for my presence there. Nobody there made me feel apologetic, but I felt like I'd have this mentality of, okay, you know, you can't do things this way, and you know, you can't do things this way, but you know, just do the best you can. And now I walk in there and I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I understand how these different like barbells or dumbbells or just my own body, how I can use that to get to a place of strength in our training. I've gotten to a place where if that particular day I'm tired or I'm sick or something's not working, because of what you've taught me, I can like put in my notes, like, I didn't do it this way, I did it this way. And knowing that I can make those changes in my own head because of the education I received it just makes me feel more confident, and then it also makes me feel like this is something I want to keep coming back to because it's not overwhelming like it used to be. Gains.